is a premier national center of excellence in rural development and Panchayat Raj, recognized internationally as one of the UNES CAPC centers of excellence. It builds capacities of rural development.
Good morning, everyone. सबको नमस्कार. सबको వచ్చిన వారందరికీ నా నమస్కారం. Respected Secretary, is that we have made farmers, artisans, craftsmen also delegates of this conference. In this respect, I thank Dr. G. Narendra Kumar ji for being very helpful and taking equal responsibility with us and collaborating with us.
Government of India more than 11 years back has come out with a scheme, collateral free loans.
One, as I was mentioning to you, as Assam type bamboo structures was one structure in the past. But now bamboo products have come into the mainstream of normal house construction anywhere in the country. So that's the innovation that our involve so many forest officers coming for face to face with the administrative officers and working together, because there's always the dichotomy between development and environment. As somebody put it, this is one sector where the development and environment can go hand in hand. And bamboo is now being talked about as the secondary agriculture sector, secondary agriculture products. Agriculture, we've done very well from a country which was importing food grains in the 1960s to a net exporter of agriculture produce, becoming the third largest exporter of agriculture produce. India has traversed a long way and developed very substantially in the agriculture sector. Now there is need to look at more innovative agriculture products such as bamboo. How can we utilize value chains in areas such as bamboo that are related to agriculture and benefit environmentally, ecologically, and socially? That is the opportunity in the border areas of the country is the transportation bottlenecks. They're so far away from the mainland of the country. Evacuating any perishable commodities from these far-flung areas into the mainland poses great challenges. So we need to look to non-perishable commodities. Among non-perishable commodities which are naturally grown and grow well in Arunachal Pradesh are such produce as tea, as spices. And increasingly, we're talking to some of our faculty members on what further produce can be developed in places like Arunachal Pradesh. So a few things come to our mind further. Non-perishable commodities can be pulses, can be grown extensively. There's a shortage of pulses in the country. And
directly or in convergence with the National Bamboo Mission. The benefits, as was spoken by DG and NIRD&PR, of the utilization of bamboo in the housing construction has also been implemented in a limited extent within the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin, and been informed that in the designs which were promoted and encouraged by the Ministry of Rural Development for the 15 states while starting the Prime Minister Awas Yojana Gramin program. So in this, about 108 designs were finalized for the PMAYG houses, out of which about 44 design typologies in 12 states are based on the bamboo-based technologies. I've also been informed by, again, my colleagues in the Prime Minister Awas Yojana Gramin program that even in the training of rural masons, the national standards for the bamboo-based construction have been included, and the draft has been published. The state's opinion for it's a much greater use in the housing construction sector, and it's not only in form of mats or furnitures or some kind of a false ceiling, etc., but also in terms of some structural uses as well. And as was mentioned by Mr. Kumar, that the bamboo has excellent features in terms of mechanical strength, processability, etc. He compared its strength to the mild steel, its compressive strength, its tensile strength, shear strength, etc. Also its superior quality in terms of earthquake protection. So from all these considerations, bamboo comes out as a very superior material, and it's merely because the conventional education of engineering, particularly the civil engineering, architecture, etc., does not include the utilization of bamboo as a structural and finishing and furnishing material to the extent that it should. And I think we should, as a group of people who are interested in promoting utilization of bamboo to a very significant scale, also lobby the National Bamboo Mission and Niti Aayog and groups like them, and maybe AICT and Department of Higher Education, so that they also include these kind of materials as part of the course curricula, and even if it's not immediately available, maybe we could suggest to the NIRD&PR and CIPS of ASCII to maybe design video modules that educate such practitioners in this regard. Now I come to the area of the livelihoods. And livelihoods would not only merely arise from the fact that people engage in the plantations. Plantations will, of course, give a very large fillip to people to engage in the livelihood arising out of that, and maybe sell and transport of bamboo. But I think a large-scale livelihood will also arise. We are in a position to process them, process different parts of it in form of the products that are used within the different aspects and different parts of the economy. Charcoal, wood charcoal, active charcoal, agarbatti sticks, furniture material, the structural material, all of these need to be used, and every part of the bamboo needs to be utilized. Now, it would certainly be one of the concerns of the Ministry of Rural Development as we represent the concerns of the rural community in the value chains, that we produce enterprises which are able to capture the largest possible value of the value chain in these activities and retain them in the hands of rural people and the poor people. So I think one of the tasks that these NIRD&PR and the CIPS should undertake is to develop those value chains, detail each and every aspect of the value chains, and see in what manner these value chains can be financed and controlled by the rural people, so that the, as I mentioned, largest possible value of the value chain can be retained in the rural areas and in the hands of poor people. So to that extent, we have a large task on hand, and merely holding these kind of seminars won't do. And until unless the different ideas given by experts in this seminar, and I see there is a large number of sessions, and there is a large list of experts who would speak on these areas in today's seminar. So let's pick good ideas out of them. Let's convert them into the enterprise ideas and detail them, not leave them for people to figure it out, but detail them and also link them, not only do the benefit cost ratio, but also in terms of the marketability, etc., also detail out to the extent feasible. Then only the full benefit of these initiatives will be realized. I'm sure the NIRD&PR and the SIPS collaboration would be in a position to do that. I think the NIRD&PR needs to be complemented to conceive of these kind of livelihood themed events and seminars. But we would encourage from the Ministry of Rural Development many more such livelihood themed events so that the largest possible extent of the value chain related activities of the agro and agro-based products can be scoped and explored, and so that they could be made use of by the different programs and different enterprises which the ministry is promoting either by itself or through its partnerships and collaborations with other stakeholders, ministries, state governments, private sector, agri-tech players, etc. So there is a large area which needs to be covered, and we would encourage NIRD&PR to cover the entire gamut. I'm indeed sorry that I was not able to come. Different meetings get scheduled at different points of time, and it would have been a happy event for me if I had been able to come to the NIRD.
Thank you, sir, for the honor. Now, may I request Dr. C. Katresin, sir, to please propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you. Very good morning to all. I really very happy and take this opportunity to propose the vote of thanks. We come to the end of this inaugural session now. Yeah, I really thank respected Secretary MORD, sir, respected DG NIRD&PR, Director SIPS, Deputy Director General NIRD&PR for taking the time and joining with us for this inaugural program here. Because in spite of their busy schedule, it is indeed a great pleasure that they come and share their views here. I thank you all, sir, for this thing. And my special thanks to my colleague, Mr. Muhammad Khan, sir, who is continuously working to, along with the SIPS team, to bring out this conference and make it very knowledgeable, worthy one actually. My special thanks to all the colleagues, friends from SIPS actually, Dr. Farid Khan, Sri Balakrishnan sir here, and also Sri Vidya here and other team who are worked very relentlessly to bring all of you very comfortably to here Hyderabad our NIRD&PR. I thank all of them for this support as a co-organizer here. My special thanks to my NIRD colleagues, particularly Professor G.V. Raju, Dr. Partha Pratim Sahu, Dr. Ramesh, who are there in the advisory committee from the starting of this conference actually. It was materialized with a lot of discussions happened with them and with their support actually. And also my special thanks to all my faculty colleagues who have joined here for this inaugural session actually. I thank all the speakers, invited respectful speakers and dignitaries and also the experts, scientists, entrepreneurs who are exhibitors all over the India. They have come here to witness this conference and actively participate in the 2 days conference actually. Finally, I'll take this opportunity to thank one and all for your support and encouragement to organize this program and coming all over from there to Hyderabad in spite of a very difficult time actually. We are in the transition period now. Many people are having already mask and without mask something. I think we hope that things will come in the coming days. Everything will be very smooth actually. For your information, this particular conference is live streamed in YouTube channel today and tomorrow fully. We will be sharing the link here also. You can share with your colleagues. Already so many people, thousands people plus, they are already logged in and they are watching this from YouTube live. Hope that these 2 days deliberations will be very fruitful actually, with a lot of more interaction. And finally, it is as our Director General was saying that the attempt of this thing is to create a networking, platform actually, wherein we can easily access to the producers and seller who are the bamboo cultivators and all the entrepreneurs and all the scientists to link in one platform and come into contact and regulate something. That is the work we are going to do along with the SIPS support. The NIRD&PR is going to do as creating a networking platform for all the bamboo stakeholders all over India. So that is thing we are seriously working on those things actually. With that things, I thank one and all for all of you for joining for this inaugural program. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. May I request all of you to join.
Sector in the country. As you all know, 1 ton AC with regards to cooling. So it is known as vegetable steel because of its a very high tensile strength, and then it's got more than 1,500 users. Some people say 5,000 users, but anyway, subsidiary. One product like charcoal can be used in many users, so that's how it can multiply. But fantastic users, and then if we